So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Now, it's time for some Mars stuff. But real quick before we get into the video though, man, like, we gotta start seriously thinking about Mars in a different light. We do. Like, I know everything before had us pretty much afraid of it. You know, most of us. I ain't gonna speak for everybody because always one person be like, I was never afraid of Mars, man. It's always somebody. But anyway, all the old sci-fi stuff would have you thinking aliens, Martians, all kind of different things like that. Mars, no way, no how. But now, Elon got you thinking of, hey, this may be a new potential home. So you gotta start putting a little bit more respect on Mars's name, you know what I mean? And start looking at it through a different lens, because potentially one day, maybe not in our lifetime, maybe our kids, that may be residential landing spot for some people. You know what I mean? So that's all. I was just sitting here thinking about that. But anyway, the next video we're gonna get into though, you won't believe your eyes of what NASA found on Mars. All right, so we're gonna check this video out. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button and join the family. Let's go.
Here's what's been hiding under the ice caps of Mars. A giant angel looking like a British land sculpture called Lady of the North. The difference is that the Martian copy is dozens of times bigger. Its halo could fit New York City with everyone in it, and its huge wings stretch across hundreds of kilometers. However, scientists claim that the Martian Angel is just a random combination of craters and lakes composed of carbon dioxide. But can we really say that this doorway, looking like it's been carved on a Martian cliff, is only an unusual coincidence? And what about the mysterious forest? Or this awe-inspiring face? All of that is just the tip of the iceberg. Today, we're gonna finally figure out what the hell is going on Mars. How could some weird things that clearly don't belong on the red planet end up there? In 1976, NASA published a photo of Cydonia.
Do that look like a face to y'all? Look at that, look at that. It looked like a face that was there and now it's covered in stone. It's almost like fossilized in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, or not fossilized, what would you call that? I can't even think of the name right now. But it looks like something just cemented right over top of a face. You know what I mean? It's probably just a rock. Or better yet, it's probably a volcano. And that's see? Everything is volcano to me now, man.
End up there. In 1976, NASA published a photo of Cydonia, a region in the northern hemisphere of Mars. The general public immediately saw a giant face in that photo. The face had a mouth, eyes, and even nostrils. In turn, science fiction fans labeled it an analog of the Egyptian Sphinx created by a Martian civilization. This legend lived on for more than 20 years until in 1998, there appeared photos taken from another angle. It became evident that the face was nothing more than a play of light and shadows on the uneven terrain. Although, a bit later, Mars rovers captured photos of new, inexplicable discoveries. Do you see anything strange in this picture taken by Curiosity? Tabloids hurried to flash the news. Sensation! A floating spoon on Mars. And
well, let's go back and see so I can strike that off of my list, what site that was. See if they showed what site that was.
The news. Sensation!
I don't have it. But it looked kind of like that NASA site I'd be looking at. Different. There's so many out there, bro. So you got to be careful of who you get your information from.
Floating spoon on Mars. And only 1 year later, Curiosity spotted another spoon. Can it be that jumbo-sized Martians were having a picnic there? Geologists were quick to disprove it. They say that both of the spoons are simple rocks sharpened by the wind. However, Curiosity
Come on, y'all. A giant spoon? A giant spoon. I'd have been laughed out of the building if I'd have been a scientist and I came back to other scientists like, yo, you'll never believe what I found in this image. A spoon. Like, y'all would have had me committed to some type of insane asylum if I'd have said that, bro. A spoon? Really?
Spoons are simple rocks sharpened by the wind. However, curiosity keeps searching, and in 2022, it gave us another reason to be puzzled. A perfectly carved doorway on a cliff. Maybe that's where those picnickers who left their silverware all around the desert are hiding. But even so, they should be really tiny, as the so-called doorway is only 30 centimeters tall. Plus, according to geologists, it doesn't even lead anywhere, because that's one of the many natural cracks that the cliff's covered with. But if there are no faces, spoons, doorways, and other strange stuff on Mars, then why do we keep seeing it? The answer lies in the human mind.
So I'm guessing that would be a form of pareidolia then. And you know what I mean? Wanting to find something so bad on Mars that anything that we potentially see, our brain makes it into something, basically. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's probably what's going on here. I don't know.
The answer lies in the human mind. Before I show you some other eerie things found on Mars, let's accept the truth. We see surprises like that everywhere. Look around. This world is chock full of faces. They're on buildings, on sinks, and even sockets. Sometimes this game takes absurd proportions. In 2004, a grilled sandwich was sold for $28,000 only because it was said to bear the image of the Virgin Mary.
I'm done. I am so done. What am I doing with my life? Somebody just sold this half-burnt piece of toast in a case for 28 grand. That's got to rank high for me. that is almost disrespectful. That ranks high for me now. That goes up there with, now I got the burnt piece of toast that resembles the Virgin Mary, which they got on here, the Virgin Mary sandwich, which makes it even that much more crazy. The painted faces on the rocks and the box of nothing that people were selling. Like, that's my top 3 go-to right now. Like, if y'all got some better ones, put them in the comment section, because I'm about to lose my mind. Somebody made 28 grand off a half-burnt piece of toast.
$1,000 only because it was said to bear the image of the Virgin Mary. I'm sure you can see it too, can't you? Does it mean we're all a bit mad? Not quite. We're just prone to pareidolia. This is an ability to quickly recognize familiar shapes in random objects around us. Ages ago, it helped our ancestors instantly notice heads of dangerous predators in the woods. Now, when we're safe from wild animals, Paradolia guarantees that every second picture of Martian cliffs will inspire heated internet discussions with hundreds of pages dedicated to a new conspiracy theory. But what if those truth seekers aren't completely wrong? After all, we can attribute all the crazy things on Mars to Paradolia. These discoveries spawned the most insane theories. In 2001, Arthur C. Clarke, a science fiction writer most famous for his novel A Space Odyssey, stated that he saw real trees in the new photos of Mars, an entire alien forest. And unlike spoons or faces on the cliffs, those trees are in constant motion. From year to year, the woods become denser, but then thin back. Can there be unknown Martian beasts that feed on these plants? Clarke clearly meant something like that. 10 years later, David Martins, a blogger, discovered an entire settlement on the Red Planet, or rather, Biostation Alpha. Martins concluded that this is an upper part of one of the underground bunkers where Martians might be hiding, just like secret facilities here on Earth. So why do we keep finding oddities like that again and again?
Now, I ain't gonna put it past them. That could be a possibility. But the spoon and the other things, see, we learned a lot of pareidolia stuff from us reacting and watching all the ghost videos and the paranormal activity videos. That's how I'm familiar with that. So I was able to kind of attribute that to what they were saying earlier with the face and the spoon. But this possibly having underground now, you know what I mean? That could be a possibility. I don't know, because of what could be going on under the crust. What could be, you know, the whole volcano activity and all that type of stuff. So that I don't know, but I would take that over the spoon in the face. The possibility of there being underground civilizations or something like that, that could be a possibility.
On Mars, scientists suggest that all of that is just a series of coincidences. According to them, the Martian forest isn't a forest at all, just a cluster of intricate patterns produced by carbon dioxide. And their movement can be explained by the fact that the dry ice thaws and then freezes again. Every time this happens, it fills the cracks on the surface in a new way. But why have we never seen glaciers like that on Earth then? As for Biostation Alpha, scholars are almost sure that it's just an image artifact caused by a cosmic ray. The amount and frequency of these coincidences is thought-provoking, to say the least. But the whole situation seems 10 times as chaotic when the crazy theories of Mars observers suddenly get confirmations. In the 19th century, astronomers were already peering into the red planet and saw rivers and even artificial channels. In short, unmistakable signs of extraterrestrial life. But later, it was proved that the Martian reservoirs were traces of strong earthquakes, mountain ranges, or trivial consequences of distorted telescope lenses that were not very good quality. The Martian channels, or canals, were later called a disgrace to astronomy. But in 2017, Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter took a picture of this little tadpole. In reality, its head is an ordinary impact crater, but the tail in turn is much more interesting. Scientists found out that this is a riverbed, and the river coursed through the crater after the impact. Thanks to all these unusual shapes present on the planet's surface, we know for sure that the researchers of the 19th century were right after all. Mars did have water in the past. Now it's...
See, that's what I'm saying. So that more so aligns with the underground possibility of civilizations. You know what I mean? It's slim, but that goes with that more than the spoon and the face or anything like that. You know what I mean? This shows you here. I mean, what do y'all think we looking for? Signs of past life or present life? You know what I mean? And seeing that they once had bodies of water could explain a lot.
Right after all, Mars did have water in the past. Now it's easy to see rivers in other pictures as well and spot them where they previously went unnoticed. In 2004, Mars rover Opportunity found something similar to pool balls. NASA experts fanned the flames by recklessly calling them blueberries and encouraged enthusiasts to defend the idea of life on Mars with even more fervor. Some of them assumed that this and other photos show local species of mushrooms. This theory was once again roasted. But sometime later, scientists noticed that the balls resemble hematite crystals, and only flowing water can give them such a shape. This means that there was indeed a river, and taking into account the age of Mars, it ran in that area not so long ago. Subsequently, Martian bacteria spores might be hiding somewhere near those blueberries. And that's not all. In 2012, the Curiosity rover caught one barely visible metallic object on camera. It looked like remnants of some ancient Martian tool made of refined metal. Skeptics didn't buy it for a second, and a bit later it really turned out that the object in the picture was just a fallen piece of the rover itself. And then, most recently, another NASA rover...
Yeah, we need a break. That's all it goes to show us, man. Those guys who you know what I mean? Those scientists who are always working, always trying to figure out, find something groundbreaking, you know what I mean? Whether it be on Mars or any other planet, they need a break. You know what I'm saying? That's when you say, oh, that was just a paper. That was just a paper from the rover, guys. It's okay. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure he sounded every alarm when he came across that.
the rover itself. And then, most recently, another NASA rover named Perseverance photographed a shiny new thing. This time, it's not machine debris, but a chunk of rare earth metal. So, does that mean we'll soon find iron ore mining equipment nearby, and some other machines that Martians use to process the minerals? What do you think?
I don't think we'll soon find something. I think they've already found something. Hence the urgency to get there and start establishing, you know what I mean, a foundation and a place to be able to stay and reside there for long periods of time. I think that's what it is too, man. Because you got a lot of billionaires that are interested in getting there. And what drives a lot of them? Exactly. So that's just one of my theories of what's all of a sudden the interest. Because you could tell me that it's all about us and having us somewhere to go, and if something should happen to this planet, that's all well and good. You know what I mean? But it's always going to be a part of me that thinks that everybody don't have our best interests at heart. You get what I'm saying? So it's a part of me that's going to believe, nah, it's something over there that you want, and you may need us over there to help you obtain it. You know what I mean? But I got to have both scenarios in my mind, and that's just how I operate. But yeah, man, y'all get at me in the comment section and let me know what you think about this video and what was found. Is that shiny thing? What does that mean? That those craters to where it showed could possibly be where once a body of water was there? What does that mean? Y'all let me know. All these new discoveries are fascinating, all right? And y'all stick around and stay tuned. Leave a like, share the video, subscribe. Until the next one, I'm gone. Peace.